Hello and welcome to Frail Hearts Versacore Domlion. If you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description. You can play the demo right now. This video is kindly sponsored, and this game is a Lovecraft-inspired mix of a JRPG and a visual novel. Now, the main thing that actually drew me to it initially was the art style. It is very, very dark, and it has this really unique way of presenting itself. And I literally just got caught up in the story just now when I was just testing out things, and I thought to myself, okay, let me stop here and let me actually get down to recording, because I want to show you this, and this is really, really cool in my opinion. Anyway, let's start. May 13th, 1938, Gris, City of Emptiness. Welcome! We are thrilled to see so many of you gathered here tonight. I will be your narrator. You can call me Aria. And I am Rans. This is the opening night of the Versacore opera, a dark comedy written to stir the souls of each and every one of you. Before we begin, we would like you to sit in total silence and pay attention to the sounds around you. Listen. Do you not hear the song of a nightingale? Of course. How could you? So that you better understand this pleasant harmony, we will tell you her tragedy. A moving song, the prayer of one who pines for a freedom forever denied. But heed this. It will be the first and last warning we will give you before we begin. The witch's curse will punish all those incapable of truly understanding the plight of the nightingale. As foretold, none of you has the necessary skills. The punishment is thus inevitable. You will vanish from this world suddenly, without a trace, as if you had never even existed. Stop this at once. Tell me, what is your name? I am Alexis, Alexis Nemoria. Ladies and gentlemen, my heart overflows with joy at seeing the fervor this tragedy has provoked in you. Be still, it is all but part of the spectacle you are about to witness. But please, let me indulge your gluttony some more. There are infinite stories, truths unspeakable and unimaginable for many, or at least those who are incapable of understanding their spirit. Tonight I would like to read something different to you, an incomprehensible poem, filthy, twisted by untold perversions. It is this wickedness which makes it remarkable. And now... Detorture the ignorant. Devour. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Is the power held in this book truly so overwhelming? This is naught but the manifestation of their pleasure, a monster born of their lies. What an aberration. You want to devour me too, don't you? Go on, child of lies. Alexis is not afraid of you. Alright, so we're gonna get into the JRPG section of the game, and every single character that I have encountered so far has a different style of fighting, or at the very least has different benefits and disadvantages. So, Alexis, well, you'll see. I'm not made for battle. Oh well, let's see what I can do. Alright, battles in Frail Hearts are divided in turns indicated by icons in the top right. A star with a purple background indicates an enemy turn, while the, light blue, cyan, green, I don't know, that indicates an allied turn. The speed of each participant in the battle determines their turn order, which can change depending on the actions taken. During their turn, an ally has 4 actions available. Attack, in this case with the cane. Damage dealt removes life points, which is the character's health. Or they can use abilities, which activate an ability by consuming will points. You also have a special, which is a supporting effect, which depends on the character taking the action. Alexis is able to channel magical power using energy, recovering 25% of his life points. Keeping life points above 0 is fundamental to avoid the death of a character. Should all characters in your team die, in other words, a game over, you will be taken back to the title screen. And then you have items where you can use a resource such as medicine to recover your HP, and here we go, we've got this wonderful menu right here. So I'm actually just going to be using Cartomancy immediately to deal magic damage to our opponent. It's going to deal 8 damage, which is actually pretty significant, and then we're just going to bonk this guy on the head with Arcane. It is time to part ways. Adieu, Fey Beast. And the monster has been defeated, and we have obtained something known as lusts. A card? You obtained the Detorture card. Yes, indeed, if I could pronounce the name right. I will make good use of what I learned in this experiment. The portents you have shown me, they are not enough. I crave to see more. I need something else. What I need is... Well, apparently he has a rather fiendish idea. Indeed. And we have now arrived on the, well, what could be considered the city map screen. Right, where can I begin my search? Here we go. So there are 4 locations at the moment. 1, 2, I would say 4 souls worthy of note. I will begin from the tenacious ones. I want to save the best for last. And then, so we can move around by using the arrow keys, interact with surroundings by pressing these buttons as well. Easy enough, right? So there we go. These are all of the locations that I assume you're going to be able to explore later on in the full version of the game. As far as I am aware, there are 4 locations at the moment in the demo. You have the church, you have the sort of back alleys and so on. You have a mansion down here. I'm actually not entirely sure what the last one is, haven't been to that one. just yet, but I suppose we'll start with the church. Do you want to visit the church? Yes, I do. Father Alfonso, I'm back. Oh, Catherine, I'm very happy to see you. I hope the trip didn't cause any undue stress. Oh, please, don't worry. It's my duty to look after the needy in the city's outskirts while you watch over the parish. You are truly an angel, my dear child. When Sister Lucia left without warning, I had no one to help me. Having you here is the greatest miracle God could grant me. But tell me, how are our faithful neighbors doing? The circumstances they find themselves in are tragic. What the Great War left behind has slowly been corroding the city and our lives. I wonder how this could possibly be part of the Lord's plan. Don't let darkness cloud your vision. This is but the latest trial on our long journey. Keep your faith, and the purity of your soul will soothe the pains of those around you. You're right. It's our duty to spread the divine light where hearts have forgotten its brilliance, the duty of a mother. You know, you've come at just the right time. The children wanted to build a tool shack near the turnip field. They need my help to build it, and some of the materials are in the basement. Would you mind taking over here while I help them? Of course not. I'll take the opportunity to rest and pray. I'm pleased to hear that. I'll be back as soon as possible. Hail Mary, heed my prayers. You must forgive me. I was lost in prayer, and I did not hear you arrive. Sister Blue. See. He is not telling the truth. Who do you mean? We can't offer much, but our doors are always open to the needy. I could make you turnip soup. Our garden is full of them. Come, I'll take you to the canteen. You can't. He is. We are Legion. A demon? No, it cannot be. We are hungry. And we're going to go into another battle against Legion by the looks of things. Alright, here we go. So, obviously, we have our own set of parameters that Catherine has. As you see here, as a woman of faith, Catherine rejects the use of weapons, choosing instead to help the needy. Now, however, she must rely solely on her own capabilities. Her abilities focus on healing life points and removing of negative effects, known as pains, which can afflict her allies. One of these is poison, which removes life points between 5 and 10% for a number of turns. Healing requires a constant use of will points, which can quickly reach 0 after a few turns. Use prayer to gain 20% of her will points back. Okay, so obviously we're going to need to deal damage as well, but as far as I'm aware, her attack is extremely weak. So this is going to be very interesting. So I'm going to try for an attack. Basically what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to spam attack as much as I possibly can. And then we will heal ourselves right now. There we go. We're going to heal ourselves with aid. That's going to get us back up to almost full HP. And then he's going to scratch us again. We're going to then do another attack. Then he's going to use poison, I assume. Yep, there's the poison coming in. So what we're going to do is we're going to cure ourselves back up to full HP. And then we're going to attack once again. So we're just going to spam attack probably twice more. Or, okay, apparently not. I don't apparently need to do that because he has already been defeated. But if this was a harder fight, then I would be able to do the thing that I was outlining there. All right, good. Stunning. In truth, it was just a mass of hungry worms, yet you managed to placate the torment of that man by yourself. You obtained the Legion card. I will be taking this, and something else, too. Poor child, she must be in a state of shock. When she wakes, she will think it was all just a bad dream. Or the cruelest of realities. What a racket! What's going on in here? Catherine! Alright, so we've returned to the city map and now we are about to enter the next area, the Dilapidated District. Stop a sec, Michael. I'm blowing out my arse here. Don't be such a feckin' langer. Now's not the bloody time. We have to hide somewhere. You saw that well as I did. That was a monster, that's what. Let's now get moving before it's too late. Shite, where the fuck are we? Here we go again. What are you whinging about now? Stop shouting at me, alright? It wasn't my bloody idea screwing a boss's girl and then bragging to his goons. Now we've got him and, well, whatever that is, breathing down our necks. Take responsibility just for once. How the fuck could I know that bitch was that guy's squeeze? And why are you so feckin' angry? You jealous I liked her moves better than yours? Yeah, you were right, gobshite. Let's get out of here fast and get home. You should learn to keep your cock in your pants and use your brains a little more. You won't be needing it 6 feet under. Hey, we're still not home safe here. Gah. Every time. He whinges and whines, then he fucks off. You should know by now that, to me, you... Gabriel! Gabe. Shite, missed it. Wah, die, you son of a bitch. No, no, no. You... How dare you touch my woman? Do you know who you're dealing with? Do you? It spoke? I'll rip your balls off and eat you alive. You'll regret the day you fucked with the wrong person. And here we go, into another battle. Now, this guy is a gangster, and he has, yes, as you can see, different kinds of damage. So his fighting style is based on hurting his opponents with different kinds of damage, called attributes. By attacking with his knife, you'll call slashing damage. Very effective against monsters with long limbs or appendages. Look at this guy, look at this opponent right here. He's got long limbs, right? Okay, the pistol causes projectile damage instead, which is lethal to flying and levitating creatures. And finally, his special action is dodge. By activating it, the gangster is able to avoid the majority of attacks aimed at him until the following turn. Alright, so he obviously wants to get revenge for Gabriel's death, and so what we're going to do is we're just going to attack with our knife. Or miss, as the case may be. I'm pretty sure this is actually scripted, so yeah. He says, I keep missing. Every fight participant, whether ally or enemy, has both an aiming and a dodging stat, however small. Success or failure is determined by luck. Lady Luck is fickle, however, and you cannot always rely on her. I have to keep calm. Take a breath. Got you now, you bastard. Alright, so we've now composed ourselves, and now we're now gonna attack him 3 times. I think that should be enough to take care of this opponent. There we have it. Bloody bog rat. You wanted my balls, eh? Well, suck on this then. I don't want to die. Well, it looks like it's a bit late for that. A bit late for that, sir. He's out of there. Alright, so Michael's obviously very, very relieved at this. And I mean, who wouldn't be, right? And here's Alexis once again to survey the damage. Love wilted too soon. I will not turn the knife in this wound. Peculiar. The card has not appeared. Gabriel. I see. Destiny has always had a knack for cruelty. Well, I'm not entirely sure what that means, but it means that we didn't get the card. Oh, what's going on here? Quick, the screams came from over there. Gabe. Alright. Well, back to the city map it is, and now where do we want to go? Do we want to go to the mansion, or do we want to go to the place that I haven't actually been yet? The Museum of Archaeology. Okay, let's go to the museum. Why not? Sounds like a fun idea. Dad, what should I do now? This letter. Esteemed Sir Arthur Turnip, I am personally writing this to you to extend an invitation to meet me on Monday, May 16th at the offices of Gris University in order to discuss the position left vacant by your late father. My most heartfelt condolences, Chancellor Paul R. Charles. Heartfelt condolences, sure, mate. Arthur, may I come in? Of course, Sumi. Come in. Another letter with unwanted condolences? Yes. This time from the University Chancellor himself. My father had donated a large amount of books on archaeology, history, and religion when the two institutions worked together. I'm sure he'll try to brainwash me with some philosophical fib. Here, I found it amongst his personal items. You were an adorable child. When I came to live here, you were far too grown up already. Was that meant to be a compliment? Thanks. I'll take good care of it. I see you're tired. I'll go make you some tea. If I have this right, we had just returned from Africa. Dad had just adopted me. He loved his turnips. Don't worry, I won't let you down. Okay, was not expecting that. Gotta say, what the... Where'd that Okay, I think Arthur needs a reality check. Where'd that statue come from? I must be dreaming. This doesn't look like a statue, Arthur. I'm sorry to tell you. What a strange texture. It's hard as a rock, but also warm and rubbery like a stomach. Oh my god. Come on, there's a... Okay, that's a big eye. That is a big eye. Whoa, he dodged that. Did he dodge that? It's alive? It is, indeed. He punched it. Ouch, that hurt. So it's not a dream? This pain is far too real. Well, I'm gonna... Ooh, is he dead? I hope he's not dead. That was a bit too fast. Be strong. You cannot give up. Ever. I wonder whether those are words from his father. What a basket case. I am here to help you. You had better be good and follow my instructions. Aha, Ushebti. Alright, so let's do this. Come on, big guy, surprise me. Arthur is a flexible character capable of taking on a variety of roles during battles. High defense values and life points means he can soak up plenty of attacks before tapping out. Guard allows him to cancel and react to any physical attack until the following turn. Should he need to take on a more aggressive role, his background in boxing allows him to deal huge impact damage to armored and large enemies. Alright, good to know. So, this is obviously where we need to use some stuff, right? We need to use some stuff. So let's actually... Gonna double Arthur's offense. I think that's gonna be pretty fun to do, so let's do that, and then we will just... Shall we just straight up attack, or shall I go for some abilities? Let's go for some abilities. What's this? Impact damage, attracts enemies' attacks. Yeah, we'll do jab on the enemy. There we go. That is 16 damage, wow. Behold, we blinded him. That will make dodging his blade easier. Right. You cannot answer me in this state. Some enemies change appearances once they've reached a certain threshold of life points, known as the critical phase, which also changes their behavior. Attack patterns, stats, and even weaknesses will change considerably, forcing a change of strategy to take down the new threat. Alright, so he obviously missed, which is great. Let's use Cartomancy to do some damage. It's going to do 8 damage, 7. Well, that's perfectly fine. Don't have a problem with that. I'm going to do one more jab, and that should be the end of this guy, hopefully. Oh, wow, that wasn't the end of him. Okay, I'm actually really surprised. We'll just go for some regular attacks now. Oh, that's a double hit. Wow, that's super nice. Okay, let's actually get some energy back. Actually, energy doesn't even make any sense because we're not going to get will points back from that, which is kind of unfortunate. Okay, well, we'll just do regular attacks right here. I can't do anything else. We can do guards. Nah, we're just going to attack normally, I guess. Yep, I think that's it. That is indeed a victory for us. And you can imagine that if we had Catherine here, it would be even better because then we would be able to heal ourselves and we could play a little bit more strategically. But obviously they're trying to be a little bit more easing us in with the whole, you know, having multiple characters at once thing. Yes, I finally understand, or shall we say, I finally understood who you are. And we have another card. I must be going slightly mad. Sorry, I couldn't find the right tea leaf. Arthur? You know, I think I've worked myself too hard recently. I really need to rest. Why don't we take, I don't know, why don't we go away somewhere? By the sea? That's a great idea. Let's talk about it right after you speak with the Chancellor. And back on the city map, it's time for one last location, which in this case is the mansion. Psst. Hey, Marcus, do you see who that is? Yeah, it's Anne from the chemistry class. Why do you ask? I'm sorry? Haven't you wanted to ask her on a date for ages? You always end up awestruck and staring at her? Shh. Stop shouting. Hahaha. Let her hear it. Her reputation precedes her throughout the university. Let it go, bud. Everyone knows she's got an awful temper. No student, professor, or living being can escape her wrath. She'd slap you down with a resounding never, for sure, and also make it clear how you are intellectually inferior. She probably would, but We're in a library, so keep it down. I'll ignore your superficial conversation. Kindergartners are more mature than you are. In fact, why don't you go back there? Your subpar intelligence is about their level. Yikes. I have to get to class. You have to excuse us. Lewis talks too much and doesn't really think before he does so. You don't seem very different. Do you really find me so dull? I'm back. Arf. That's the voice he's got. Not now, Rex. Or I want him to go off again. That was very cute. Welcome, dear. Dinner is almost ready. Very well. I'll just get changed and be right there. Your father will be back early, so we can all have dinner together for the first time in a while. Isn't that lovely? Yes. Thank God it's Friday, so I don't have to leave the house for a couple of days. Come, your dinner is ready. Arf. I couldn't care less about dining with you two. I need to focus on that exam on Monday. Failing it would mean losing the scholarship. Damn it. Hey, Anne, how did... No time, Tad. I have to get to the university. Honey, you're right on time. I've set the table and food's already on the plate. I forgot my agenda in the lab. If I don't find it, that's months of notes down the drain. What about dinner? Feed it to the dog. She's at it again. Come before dinner gets cold. Luckily, the porter hadn't gone home yet. Where did I leave the notebook? There it is. What is wrong with me? I am nothing without my notes. Yep. But you... No point trying to understand. You're useless, and I am proof. Hallucinations are commonly caused by plants and mushrooms of the type often used in student experiments in this lab. Some idiot must have closed his test tubes incorrectly before leaving, and... Do you reject yourself that much? Fine. I'll be taking over our shared body then. Fascinating, isn't it? It almost feels like living in a nightmare. Stop it immediately. Whatever for? Don't you like being in here? This is what your mind looks like, what we have inside us, a rotting and ruined world. Shut up. Let me show you one more truth. Do I terrify you to that extent? But I am you, the true you. I am Anne. Shout, cry, vent all your fear. You deserve to die alone. No one will come to save you. No one. Alright, so we have someone, well, something that apparently copies our what is it, our visage, our appearance. I am not you, stay away. Anne is physically fragile, making her the perfect prey for most enemies. Science is the key to her survival. Okay, these names, dimethyl mercury and tetrodotoxin, are two powerful chemicals capable of inflicting poison and paralysis. The latter is a useful pain capable of halving aim and evasion of a paralyzed subject for a few turns. The special action Analyze allows Anne to evaluate how the battle is going, increasing her intelligence by 250% the following turn. Haha, I'm such a fool. Go away, false me. Alright, so let's use paralysis, and we're going to do that immediately. And that, oh my, okay, we're gonna do Analyze, and then we will use super massive power in the next turn. This is not gonna go well. Okay, we're gonna have to heal ourselves right here with some medicine. This is the first time I've actually had to use an item. Yeah, why won't anything work? Maybe if I combine, wait. I've run out of chemicals. The capability to inflict and receive pains is influenced by an individual's resistance and immunity to those pains, although it is also tied to a percentage-based chance of success, for example 50%. This extends to some attributes too, making them less or even totally ineffective against certain monsters. In this case, chemical has no effect on this opponent. It is useless to resist. You're not strong enough to beat me. Surrender. You're finished. No. No. The choice you'll have to make could lead you down the wrong path. Don't let your guard down. Don't be afraid. Someone is watching over you. Ah, and here we have Alexis. Miss, it is probably best if you stand up and take control of the situation. And who might you be? The only person able to save you from yourself. Outside help won't be of any use. I'll consume you to your bones. Acid? How can you possibly expect to beat her? I have no idea. My magic is insufficient for bringing down so many enemies. However, were we to join forces, collaborate to survive. The basis of society, no? Understood. I've still got an ace up my sleeve, though a very dangerous one. Let's not waste it. Anne can use LPG in battle. What is LPG? I have no idea. But yeah, let's use... let's actually do Force on Anne. That's going to buff her intelligence. And then she's going to be able to use LPG, which inflicts neutral damage to all opponents. That sounds pretty good. And Alexis has obviously buffed her, so this is going to do massive damage. Yeah, that's some pretty significant damage right there. Can she use it again, though? That is the question. Can she use it again? Going to be buffing Anne once more. And then we will use LPG if I can. Hopefully, yes, I can use that. That's 12. Can I, oh, yeah, I can do it twice. Okay, that's great. Is that a win? Indeed, I believe that is a win. Fantastic. Phew, that was a bit close. I thought Anne might actually bite the dust there for a second. Anne, dinner is ready. Am I home? So it was just a dream? That is incorrect. Yours was a true nightmare. A terrifying desire, something not even I am capable of controlling. This card is the bond that unites us, a story whose ending has already been written. Yet my soul quivers at the mere thought, as if to foreshadow an inevitable catastrophe. I feel something novel, an emotion I have never experienced before. Could it be fear? And it looks as though we have one final area. I would say that is enough. I can return to the theater and enjoy the unfolding of events. Return to the theater? Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Domlion Theater. I thank you for your patience leading up to this moment. The play can now begin. Please get comfortable and savor every facet of the human soul. The main cast of this comedy are finally ready to narrate their story to us. Their tragedies, their joys, their deepest, darkest secrets and desires. You are dying to discover how they will choose to end their adventure, are you not? I am sure you will not be disappointed by what you will witness. You saw it too, right? That guy is sensational. I never would have believed something like this before the show. Come now, milady. I've seen far grander things on my travels than this trifling entertainment. I'm sorry? Don't make fun of me. I know full well you're also tied to her and her desire, just like I am. She let us enter, but only on this occasion. Exactly. One of a myriad possibilities which she is forced to live through, may be the only one left to her. But tell me, what role did she give you? Saving Gris, its inhabitants, give meaning to... Shh. I've understood. There's no need to keep prattling on. I let my enthusiasm get the best of me. What about you? You don't seem at all intentioned to change things. You're just going to stand there and do nothing the whole time? That's right. I know nothing about this grey city. I never will, as far as I'm concerned. I am looking for something different. Something nobody can do. Ah, the mere thought torments my soul. So much nostalgia. Poor Nameless, destined to fight for a lost cause. Gris is alive. Gris is all of us. Saving those four won't suffice to revolutionize the world. We're waiting for you, dear guest. Find us. we'll do our best to help you in the hope everyone can reach their happy ending. I hope my efforts can soothe your suffering, my beautiful Fiore. And there it is, the end of the Frail Hearts demo. I'd highly recommend checking it out. It is extremely intriguing. You can see that the story is going to blow your socks off. And yeah, so if you would like to check it out, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.